Ladies and gentlemen, let me full screen. We just reacted to the Not My Problem remix with 15 different artists. Let's go ahead and rank them in a tier list. I ain't going front, ladies and gentlemen. I got a lot to say about these artists, man. The Not My Problem track was a very interesting song. I feel like it was a good move from Cash Cobain, like I was telling you guys in the reaction. I feel like this Not My Problem thing was a good thing that he has going on. Do I feel like all the verses were good? No. And that's why we're changing these up. S tier verse, S tier verses. These are the people who had the best verses on the track. Um, great, great verses. Feel me? Great verses. Passable verses. Passable verses. Like it was passable. Like what they was doing was cool, but it was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, you ain't do too hot, but you did a little bit. You did a little bit. Next up, why the fuck spelled that wrong. Why the fuck are you here? Didn't even need to be on the track whatsoever. Last tier, stay the fuck away from sexy drill. Bum ass nigga. Yes. Okay. S tier verses, great verses, passable verses. Why the fuck are they here? Stay the fuck away from sexy drill bum ass nigga. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to this tier list. I'm not going front. Alright. Okay. Let's start with Let's start with Kenzo B. I feel like Kenzo had a good verse. I feel like she rapped well. The flows was good. I love the flow switch. I think she had one of the better verses on the song. We heard it together, chat. So let me know how y'all feel about Kenzo B's verse. I feel like it wasn't too crazy, but she fake was rapping her ass off, in my personal opinion. I'm putting her in the great verses tier. I'm putting her in the great verses tier. That nigga said buns. Lil Tyler, why the fuck are you here? It wasn't terrible, but it was a lazy flow. It didn't have too much energy. And he wasn't really rapping about none. Also, on another side of things, Kenzo B was a great addition because she's the Bronx drill representative of this track. She's the Bronx representation of this track. Now, Don Q is also from the Bronx. And Cash is also from the Bronx. So I feel like that was a great representation. But Busy Banks should have been on this song, and we'll get to Busy later. Next up, we're gonna rank Don Q. Again, why the fuck are you here? Looking at my notes here, I said I expected him to have better lyrics because he is a lyrical rapper. Like he spits bars, he talks his shit, he does what he has to do. I don't feel like he was really talking about anything that whole entire track. His tone of voice and flow is typical Don Q, but you're not gonna get that far because that's what we expect from you. I ain't going front. Next up, we have Cali. What did I have to say about Cali? It's cool, I guess. It's not stay the fuck away from sexy drill because I feel like her voice and sound can pass on the beat. But she didn't rap about shit. She didn't talk about shit. Nothing she had to say was anything of value. Yeah, she's going as the worst in Why the Fuck You Be Here tier. Let's go ahead and get to let's get to Chow Lee. I think this is our first S tier versus. I think this is our first S tier versus, ladies and gentlemen. I just got the Cash App. Good looks, my boy, for sending a breach. Niggas, oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna lie though. With Chow Lee, it's like this. You know what you're expecting when you hear Chow Lee's music, and I feel like this is a typical Chow Lee verse. I personally have the sentiment that Chow Lee gives out good, sexy drill verses, and I feel like because this is him and Cash's sound, of course he's gonna sound the best on this beat because he knows what he has to do. I feel like him and Cash are the more seasoned veterans on this beat. I don't know if any of these artists have rapped on a sexy drill beat prior to this. I feel like you can tell who has and who hasn't, and that's why I have Chow Lee in a different tier than a lot of these other people. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, let's go ahead and get to Anicia. Let's you know what I'm saying, another women representation. Chat, where are we ranking Anicia? Please let me know. Shit was a problem. That nigga said the song was a fucking problem. I ain't gonna lie. Who do you think was the two best on the song? I go like with Anicia, I liked her flow, I liked her tone. Typical Anicia verse. Let me look at my notes and see what I had to say about what she had to say. If I'm looking here, what did I say? Tough delivery and flow, I love you. Nene, I love you. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it was a great verse, but it was the best passable verse as of right now. I don't think it was on the same level as Kenzo B, but Kenzo B and Anicia are interchangeable. Like if I was to put if I would put Anicia here, I will put Anicia in front of Kenzo if Anicia was to make this tier. You feel what I'm saying? Next up, we got Big Sean. Now, Big Sean's verse was dumb long, chat. I'm gonna just keep it a whole bean. His verse was dummy long, but I feel like he was the best rapper on this song. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he was the best rapper on this song, and for that, I'm gonna put him in the great verses tier. But I didn't really like his sound on the Sexy Drill beat as much as Kenzo, as much as Anicia, and as much as Chow Lee. But the verse was good. She has bulldog energy, and I love that. And I really love that. Like Nene, like, come on, tap in. But yeah, like I don't know. I feel like Big Sean could have did. I think Big Sean did what Big Sean does. I'm not gonna say he could have did better. Let's go ahead and rank Y and J. Now, Y and J did typical Y and J things. It's the coochie man type shit. You feel what I'm saying? I have the sentiment that he added something to the track nobody else added, and I want to give him points for that. He shifted the energy, shifted the tone in which niggas was hearing the track, and I like that from him. So with that being said, I'm putting him in the great versus tier. Now, this might be a hot take, because I know a lot of niggas don't like Y and J's music, and his sound is not, you feel me? But I just like what he added to the song. I just jack it heavy. I ain't gonna lie. I just jack it heavy. I ain't gonna fry. I like the energy. I like the Detroit representation. The Detroit representation was big. Skilla Baby should have been on this though, but I feel like Y and J made it more fun, so I understand the selection. You also have Big Sean, who's from Detroit. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and rank Black. Now, what did I have to say for my son Black? Nothing too crazy. It was cool. It was cool. It was a passable verse. I would have preferred him to go more of the melodic route in this one, but I did like it. It was definitely passable. I'm not like, yo, why is this nigga on this song right now? And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't like, why is this nigga on the song right now for Down Q? But it was like, you didn't really need to be here, twin. I'm not gonna lie. Same goes for Lil Tyler, same goes for Cali, but I understand why Cali was there. But I'm still like, why the fuck are you here? Next up, we're going to go ahead and give it to Lay Banks. This is our next S tier verse. And I think Lay Banks did better than Chow. I'm not going to lie. Lay grew on me heavy. I love the vocals. I love the flows. I love this flow switches. I love the energy and what she was talking about. She talked. Lay fucking talked on this. I'm not going to front. She did her thing on this one. I ain't gonna lie. She had everyone. Only person on this track I feel like had them. Actually, we gonna save that conversation for another time. But Lay proved the most on this track. She proved the most on this track. She popped out. Rob 49, stay the fuck away from Sexy Drill, bum ass nigga. I'm not gonna lie. No kizzy for shizzy. That nigga was chatting until the last 4 bars. And that's word of my moms, yo. I'm not gonna lie. No kizzy, no pizzy, whatever I said before that. That nigga said nothing. I don't feel like his sound fits on these type of beats. I didn't personally like it. Stay away from the sound. His voice did not fit. It was very tired and boring for me. And for him to be the finale is really what killed it. For him to be the last person I heard on a 7-minute track, that pissed me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a whole beat. I think that was a terrible, terrible finale. I'm gonna be so honest. I ain't gonna front. Flo Milli, another great verse. She said what she had to say. I liked it. Her voice fit very well on the Sexy Drill sound. We heard her on the track with Chow Lee. She's a seasoned Sexy Drill veteran. She knows what she's doing. She probably has solo Sexy Drill tracks in the tuck. She definitely did her thing. Now, who y'all think did better? Kenzo B or Flo Milli? That's a conversation. I think Kenzo B did better though. Let me know how y'all feel. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and rank Fabulous. Fab did his thing in my personal opinion. Fab did his thing. He had the lines I was jacking. I liked his flows. I liked his tone and how he came on the track. He did what I expected him to do. He did what I expected Don Q to do, but a lot better because I feel like he has a lot better flows and tone and delivery. But and his lyrics were better than Don's. And that's why I feel like really separates them. And that's why I'm putting him as the top of great verses. I asked a lot of people how they felt about Fab on this track. Nobody seems to be jacking it. Why is that? I jack it. I jack what Fab had to say. I'm not going front. Now, Flea, Flea, the first half of your verse and your sound is good. Like listening back, it's good. That second half of the verse where that nigga whispered in my ear talking about he's a freak or some shit, whatever he was talking about, was fucking abysmal. I'm not gonna lie, nigga. Never whisper in my ear again because I think I might have to fight niggas. I had to disinfect my headphones after he said some shit like that. Y'all saw the reaction. Like, I ain't gonna front. He's high in terms of the verses. Like he did it better than these niggas. I don't think his verse was great though. He did better. I think he did better than Y and J. I think he did better. I think he did better than Y and J. I think he did better than Big Sean. But that second half of the verse really just crashed it. I ain't gonna lie, it crashed it. It crashed it so heavy. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front. Now, the final conversation, chat. Which category does Cash Cobain belong in? S tier verse? Great verse? I spelled verse wrong and nobody said nothing. Varice. Varice. Varices. Nigga, that's crazy. That's actually so crazy. That shit says Varice. I just peeped that. Yo, y'all niggas, y'all know I got dyslexia, so y'all gotta help me. Like, never touch a mic again? Cash Cobainenson? Cash Cobainenson? I'm not gonna front. Passable verses. The only reason I have Cash where I have Cash is because he's the reason Sexy Drill is mainstream. He's the reason this track is being made. I personally believe he had the idea to remix Not My Problem because he does all this sampling, because he makes these beats, because this is who he is. And he's the creator and originator of the wave right now. Is he the first to do it? No. So I don't think he's the creator, but he started the entire wave. He is the reason. Like, he's the face right now. And for that sole reason, I give him S tier verse. Do I think he did better than Cash? I mean, do I think he did better than Chow? Do I think he did better than Lay? No. But he still has to be number one off the sole fact that he did what Cash Cobain typically does. The vibe was great. I think he had one of the best vibes on here. But yeah, he's the reason. Like, he's the face of the Sexy Drill shit. Let me know if any of these are bugging. We're gonna go ahead and revise this list right now with chat, and we're gonna rank them in order of who we think had the best verses. We're gonna make sure it's all in order. Okay, Rob49 definitely had the worst verse. Callie, okay, I could go Callie here too. She wasn't really saying nothing. It was cool. I'm definitely going Don Q than Lil Tyler. I think Lil Tyler did better than these three. Then I'll go Black. I like that. Flea did better than Anicia, but that second half of the verse, like when I heard the first half, I had Flea right here. No, I have Flea right here. No, I have Flea. No, I have I have. Yeah, I have Flea right here. I have Flea right here. Wait, yeah. Come on, nigga. I have Flea right here, right between Kenzo B and Flo Milli, but I have him here now because that second half of the verse was trash after the second listen. Then I have Y and J. I like what Y and J added. That's why I have him above these guys. Lyrically, Flea was better. Lyrically, Anicia and Black was better. But I love what he added. Flo Milli was rapping. Kenzo B was rapping. These two are interchangeable. Big Sean definitely was rapping. His verse was a little too long, but he did his thing. Fab was talking. I love what Fab was talking about. Damn nigga, make up your mind. Are you glitching? Chill, TP on me, man. I'm dyslexic. Nah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Fab did his thing on this one, but these three are top three. These are top three. Without a doubt, this is the top three. 100% the top three. I don't feel like anyone did as good as them. I feel like they're literally on a tier of their own. Like when we're looking at tiers, He did trash. Cali was. I think we can move Cali here. I think we can move Cali here. But Rob did worse. But I think we can still move Cali here. And then I will go like this. But Lay surprised me. When I heard the snippet, it surprised me and I really liked it. But Lay surprised me. She did her thing. Chow and Cash did typical Chow and Cash things. They are the best on the sound. They're the most seasoned on the sound, so they did what I expected them to do. You feel what I'm saying? But with that being said, let me know where y'all rank these guys down below in the comments. Let me know if I'm bugging. Cash 1, Lay Banks 2, Chow Lee 3, Fab 4, Big Sean 5, Kenzo B6, Flo Millie 7, YNJ 8, Flea 10, Flea 9, Anicia 10, Black 11, Lil Tyler 12, Don Q 13, Cali 14, and Rob 4 and 9 15. Rob 4 and 9, stay away from Sexy Drill. That shit was worse than J. Cole, my nigga. Peace. Subscribe!